You can always DM us at Ben and Kelly Show. We'll toss out maybe your DM to our listeners, see if we can get you a little bit of help, maybe perspective on what you're going through.
Jessie said, hey, Ben and Kelly, work for a small business. My boss recently discovered that my coworker over the past couple of years has put more than $2,000 of personal charges on her company credit card. Oh. He's furious, wants to fire her and give her 12 months to pay it back, or else he's going to press charges.
Oh.
While I agree with the decision to let her go, I feel that asking her to pay the money back is excessively punitive, considering she's 25, completely broke, and lives with her parents, who are equally broke. My boss said if it were him, he'd be mortified and want to pay everything back because it's the right thing to do. But he comes from a wealthy family, has never had to struggle for money, doesn't seem to care or realize that paying back this money will likely upend her whole life. He suggested she take out a loan, even though there's probably no way she could get a loan. Who's right?
Wait, so she's still an employee?
I guess.
Well, why doesn't he just take it out of her paycheck?
That is an excellent idea.
I mean,
keep her employed and then
keep her employed until she works that off.
Garnish the wages a bit.
Yeah, be like, all right, $2,000. That's going to take you X number of weeks to take that, to earn that, earn that back or pay back that money. And then, after that period of time, then you can do what you want with her. I don't know. That's what I would do.
Yeah. I think that's a really good solution. That's a better solution than just firing her and say, all right, pay me back.
Yeah, because yes, okay, I do see firing this employee. That
she deserves that, yes.
That that's stealing from the company. But
he can guarantee he's getting the money back if he just takes it out of her paycheck.
If he takes it out of her paycheck and says, okay, well, $500 out of this paycheck, $500 out of the next one. Granted, maybe
not sure how much she makes.
Maybe she quits before then. And then if that's the case, it's you've got to continue paying this back. I don't know. But I would think the first thing to do is just start garnishing the wages until she pays it back.
Yeah.
Is that
I think
obtuse?
That's a better solution is, all right, and obviously she's hopefully not going to do that anymore because she's been busted.
Well, and then there is the other side of it. Yes, maybe your reaction to fire her is emotion-based, and she otherwise is a good employee, but you found out that she was stealing $2,000 from the company, and
maybe this is how you give her a second chance.
Yeah. But then you're like, okay, so we know what you did. We're going to, garnish your wages until you work that off. And then you can, over that period of time, see if she seems remorseful, if she has learned her lesson, et cetera, et cetera. And then, maybe then, I don't know, you give her another chance. If she is an employee that is worth giving another shot to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If she's not, then at the end of that, then, you can do with what you want, I guess.
Well, and what were we spending what was she buying with the credit card? Was she spending it on groceries that she needed, necessities, or was it kind of, I think we frivolous, outlandish things?
I think we get into weird, murky water if we start asking what she spent. Yeah. I think we just see it as a value. Let's work that value off. And then decide what to do with that employee. If that employee is worth keeping, then, maybe it's all right, let's not do that.
If she's a bad employee on top of this, then maybe we just fire her.
Right,
but if there are some redeeming qualities and you want to try to give her a second chance, I think that's a good solution.
All right. So a couple people texted in. The fact the boss wasn't aware and managed and was managing how she used the card, it's his fault as well.
Yeah, maybe he should have been monitoring, especially if it was over a couple of years.
Okay,
unless that was part of her job is to monitor the finances, then maybe he wouldn't know.
But we don't know, we don't know enough about this just to make a ruling on it like a judge, because part of me feels like, all right, well, if she has access to the company credit card, then maybe she is able to make certain purchases on that card.
Well, obviously, yes.
Yeah,
she is able to make certain purchases. She's been making purchases that are not apparently for the business.
Right, exactly. So
that's what got us here.
I don't know. that's how I would do it. Is let's have her work off that money, then decide if she's worth keeping, and go
and
at
maybe
it that way.
she learns a valuable lesson and learns never to do that again, and that kind of thing.
All right. Well, Jessie, I don't know if your boss is listening or a listener of the show, but that's how I would maybe approach your boss and say, maybe this is an opportunity to, of course, Jessie, maybe you also know this employee, and it's like, she's not worth keeping.
Yeah, you guys know that.
You guys know the employee part.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
But and I don't know if I were you, Jessie, if I would play this podcast, because not sure if your boss would enjoy the dirty laundry being aired on the radio.
Well, we're not saying it's like Bob's Burgers or anything like that.
I know, but still. Not sure. Don't know the boss, but he seems like he gets mad about stuff like that.
Especially when he doesn't know things.
Exactly. So this is kind of another thing they kind of didn't know or sign off on to begin with.
All right. Hey, hopefully that helps. Gives you a little bit more perspective.
Hey, I was thinking about it more, boss, and this is kind of what I was thinking.
This is what I was thinking. I definitely didn't ask Ben and Kelly.
No. Yeah, take the full credit.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're fine with that.
We are. It's 99.7 EJX. That was diving into the DMs.